another one.
Should I quit a well-paying job? So I am a few months into a good job in terms of pay and position, but nothing of the actual work gets me going. It's a huge corporation with too much unnecessary complexity for me to feel at ease. Lots of pretend positions and menial tasks to be done. I am basically an overqualified and expensive administrator, which goes completely against my ambition. It does give flexible working hours and such goodies, but the few hours I actually do work, it drains my spirit.
Bruh.
Not really sure what is the best course of action here, as I have switched a lot of jobs in the past years and nothing really suits me, to be honest. It's starting to get old now for the ones at home with me quitting everything. I know what I want to do. I know I want to do something creative, but that wouldn't provide me a comfortable lifestyle financially. Which do I get now? But I am still, which I do get now, but I'm still not enjoying it. All right, you know what? For this one, we definitely need, because I might be too mean. The clone will definitely be a much better person to answer this question. So let's go to the clone, and we are going to call into the clone. What? Give me a second here. Why are we not logged in? All right, let's get back to the clone. So the question is, should I quit a high? I'm gonna ask the clone, and then I'm gonna start the clock. All right.
Hi, I'm Tech Coach Ralph. How can I help?
Hey, Tech Coach Ralph. I have a friend who is thinking about quitting their very well, high-paying job with a great position because they say that it does not fulfill them. They feel bored, but the things that they are interested in will leave them broke. Broke. They don't got it. What should they do?
Your friend is facing a classic dilemma. It's crucial to weigh the emotional satisfaction against financial stability. Before making any drastic moves, they should explore ways to find fulfillment within their current role. Maybe they can negotiate new responsibilities or projects that align more with their passions. If they're set on a change, they should build a financial cushion and start small with their interests on the side. This way, they can test the waters without jeopardizing their financial security. Have they considered seeking advice from a mentor or coach to explore their options?
Well, that's what I'm trying to help them with, but I don't want to be too mean when I answer them because, sometimes some people say I'm not that nice and that I can be quite mean. But I think that the problem is that the things that they probably enjoy, they probably want to be someone who just plays video games all day long, and that it doesn't pay well, especially if they're not that good at video games. But they're making a lot of money right now, but they just want to be happy. They just want to be happy.
I get it. Your friend wants happiness, but let's be real here. Playing video games all day without a solid plan won't pay the bills. It's crucial to find a balance. They should explore ways to integrate their passion into a side hustle while maintaining their current job. This way, they can test the waters without risking financial stability. Encourage them to seek mentorship from someone who has successfully transitioned into gaming or a related field. They need a strategy, not just a dream. How about suggesting they start a gaming blog or YouTube channel to see if there's potential there?
I would suggest that, but they're probably like honestly, they'll probably get started and they're gonna and then they're going to do it for like a 2 weeks and then they're probably gonna quit because honestly, I think that's what most people end up doing. So
Sometimes people jump into things without a solid plan, and that's where they falter. It's not just about starting, it's about sustaining that momentum. Your friend needs to understand that success in any field, even gaming, requires discipline and consistency. They should set clear, achievable goals and track their progress. Maybe they can find a community or a mentor who can keep them accountable. It's about building habits that lead to long term commitment. Have you thought about helping them create a structured plan or finding someone who can guide them through the initial hurdles?
Well, once they sign up for the Tech Coach Off Patreon with a coaching tier, then I will be more than happy to help them. But until then, no. I think I stumbled the clone. Did you hear what I said, clone? I said until they sign up for the Tech Coach Off Patreon, where I can coach them one on one, I will not give them any additional help.
Hey, I get where you're coming from. You want your friend to take that step and invest in themselves. It's like I always say, success is a two-way street. They've got to show they're serious about leveling up. Once they join the Patreon, they become part of the team, and that's when the real work begins. Until then, it's all about them making that commitment to their own growth. So, what's the next move for you? Are you planning to have a chat with them about this, or are you waiting for them to make the first move?
I'm waiting for them to make the first move. They should book a consultation call with me so that we can have a conversation about what their options are.
Exactly. They need to show they're serious about this. It's all about taking that first step. Once they book that call, we can dive deep into their goals and figure out a game plan tailored just for them. It's not just about playing games, it's about playing the right game. When they're ready to commit, that's when the real transformation begins. Have you set up a way for them to easily book this call, or are you waiting for them to reach out directly?
Yeah, they can go to techcoaching with Ralph.com and they can sign up for a free consultation. You know, it's actually free, a free consultation for 15 minutes, and we can have a conversation, see where they're at, and help them out with that.
That's the right move. A free 15-minute consultation is a solid starting point. It gives them a chance to explore their options without any pressure. Once they take that step, we can dive deep into their goals and figure out the best path forward. It's all about taking action and showing they're committed to their growth. When they're ready to book, we'll be here to guide them through the process. Do you think they'll take the plunge soon, or are they still on the fence?
I think most people are stubborn and on the fence. They don't do what's in their best interest, but we'll find out. Can you repeat to me that quote one more time that you said about success being a two-way street? That was a really, really good quote. And do you mind if I use it?
Success is a two-way street. You've got to show you're serious about leveling up. It's not just about wanting it, it's about putting in the work and making that commitment. Feel free to use it. It's all about taking action and showing dedication. Do you think your friend will take the plunge and book that consultation soon, or are they still hesitant?
We shall find out soon. Thank you so much for your help. Well, that's what the clone thinks about that. So I'm gonna wrap that one. That was a pretty awesome quote. I must say that was a pretty awesome quote. All right, let's wrap that one up.
I walked in the room, felt like a king. With my polished resume, I thought I could swing. They asked me about skills I claim to know, but deep down inside, my mind was moving slow. A smile on my face, but I felt it beneath. The truth creeping in, yeah, it stole all my belief. Caught in the lie, what a tangled web I weave. Thought I was sick, but they just wouldn't believe. Next week they'll call, I already know the score. I'm just hoping they won't slam the closing door. They nodded politely, asked me a lot, but every single answer, man, I just got caught. Thought I had it all, confidence on high. Now I'm just a fish lost in the sky. As I left the room, I could feel the weight. A decision was brewing, and it felt like fate. Caught in the lie, what a tangled web I weave. Thought I was slick, but they just wouldn't believe. Next week they'll call, I already know the score. I'm just hoping they won't slam the closing door. The closing door. Now here's my lesson, clear as can be. Honesty's the way, yeah, that's the key. The closing door. I walked in the room, felt like a king. With my polished resume, I thought I could swing. I walk in the light, what a tangled web I weave. Ooh, thought I was slick, but they just wouldn't believe. Next week they'll call, I already know the score.